Hi guys, it's me, Jennifer. It's been a hot minute since I've talked to you guys. I know I did that brief little I'm still alive video, because some people have been asking about me. At least one person I know have been asking on my videos if I'm okay and all that. So wanted to let y'all know I was okay, and I did intend to make more videos. So here they are. Okay. In my last video, I mentioned, I think I mentioned that my previous camera I had done this on, it broke. Or, well, not necessarily broke. The video works. It still records video, but no longer records audio. So, yeah, I had to get me a new camera, which I got one specifically for recording on YouTube and all that, to make a vlog. So, I'm now coming to you from that camera, which, brought to you partially by my parents, who gave me some money for Christmas, which I then used that money to buy or pay for at least half this camera. So, thank you. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Yeah, okay. My last video, I'm trying to remember what I wanted to say for this video, sorry. For my last video, the little update when I mentioned I was starting hormones, and well, I mentioned, I think specifically I was on Spiro, which is, those of you who don't know, is spironolactone. It's supposed to basically kind of get the ball rolling, preparing my body to no longer produce testosterone. The other part of that, which I'm going to see about in February, is to get estrogen. I was supposed to see my doctor this week, actually, but something came up in her schedule and I could no longer see her that week. Because if it was me, nothing in this world would have prevented me from going to see her. So yeah, so I guess she had a golf game, I don't know. No, I'm actually extremely grateful that her practice, I guess it's called practice, exists, because she's literally the only doctor specifically for trans people who offers hormone replacement therapy for trans people, both transgender males and transgender females. Yeah, like literally in my entire state, there's nobody else. I had to search high and low for her, and I accidentally myself upon her by calling a bunch of endocrinologists or offices that offer endocrinology and all that. They said, we don't do that here. And one person who I called, it was for children. It was for like hormones for children, specifically, not for like trans children, but there are some hormonal issues for everyone, really. And the receptionist, I guess you'd call her, I don't know if she's a nurse, but I think she answered the phone, so I'm gonna call her receptionist. Anyway, she told me the name of this one place that actually wasn't too far from my house. So I went there, and surprisingly enough, it was in one of those little like strip malls you never really notice because it has nothing you're interested in. Turns out it had something I'm very interested in. So yeah, I got the ball rolling there. I don't like to talk on the phone, which I think I mentioned earlier. I called all these places, which again is a huge deal for me because I have like really bad anxiety talking on the phone. So yeah, I guess in my mind it's like, that's something you gotta do. You want this, you gotta go through this certain hell. So I went through that certain hell to get through it, and it cost me about $500 for everything. It was $500 for the office visit, and for the next office visit, they included that plus all the blood work. So yeah, it was pretty expensive, but it was definitely something that was worth it. And right now, she's trying to get my levels down safely enough so that to show her, that's why we started only on Spiro, was to show her that I'm not going to be susceptible to prostate cancer, because that's a big issue most trans women don't think about, I think, is that we have prostates because we are genetically male, unfortunately. So, we don't think about that. So, like, unless you have it removed, which I don't know, I haven't weighed the pros and cons of that myself because I don't really know the pros and cons of that myself. I hear it's like you gotta pee a lot or something out of that, but on Spiro you gotta pee a lot too. So, yeah. So she's waiting to make sure I'm not gonna possibly get prostate cancer, and what if it gets below a certain level? It'll say, okay, you're good, and she's gonna give me estrogen. So I'm all excited about that. And it's anxious, and the closer it gets, the less I sleep. And yeah, I was talking to her actually to get the ball rolling. Like my second visit, I had to wait like 3 weeks to get my test results back because that's just how long it takes. And she was talking about how she's the only doctor. She said, I'm sure you know that how hard it is to find a doctor who will, give you hormones. And I'm like, you are literally the only doctor I found in most that I've looked through. So, yeah. So I told her that she's the only doctor in most of my state that I found that actually offers, HRT for trans people. Or, like she actually, her office is her specialty, I guess you call it. Her line of work is HRT, but not for wasn't specifically for trans people. It's still not technically specifically for it, but they do offer the services for now. And she had actually thought that there were services that provide hormones for trans people in the state. And there was one government-run place, which I think is still open, but they suck because my weight was an issue. It's still an issue now. It's still a personal issue now, but then it was a medical issue because they were afraid because hormones, they complicate a lot of things, including weight. When you get on estrogen, your fat distribution changes. And not in just great magical ways. I would love it if my weight just went, straight to my chest and my hips. That would, I'd have an hourglass figure. That'd be awesome. But no, it changes in some good ways mostly, but also bad ways because I've heard a lot of trans women say they've gained such and such weight since they started. They're so much hungrier. So I had to get down to a certain level of weight, and I did not make that. I didn't really understand why at the time. I had a lot of problems going on. I was still going to the gym. I was eating fairly healthy. I wasn't eating terrible, but I kept gaining weight, so I couldn't do it. So I decided to hold off on that and focus on my weight, which I did. I got up pretty high as far as weight goes. I gotta lie, it was terrible. I had saved up $8,000 for my divorce surgery. It's going to be, I'm going to get it done. Of course, that meant no longer going to be allowed to see my family because I would have to leave. Because you come back, you can't talk for a month after the surgery, first off. You can't talk for several weeks, none at all. And then after that, it's one word, a few words, very few words, if any, during the recovery process, which lasts about a month. And if I went and did it, it's also, by the way, in Korea. So it's not like I can I'll go out to Walmart and get it done, be gone a couple of hours and stuff. Have it done, they'll never know. So I would have to leave the country, come back, not be able to talk or explain myself. So what's going to happen, what was going to happen was I was going to have to basically come out and find a new place to live when I got back. So that would have been a lot of fun. But instead, I decided to hold off on that and use the money for fitness camp. It was a great idea, actually, I believe. I stayed there about a month and I lost 30 pounds And since I've been back, I lost 30 more. And I still have a lot more to go, but I don't feel as if it's an impossible task anymore. You know, they gave me a lot of tools. Gave me a lot of, you know me. I want to say tools. They gave me a lot of ideas and instructions on what to do, what not to do, how best to go about my personal weight loss journey. And yeah, I've been sticking to my exercise routine at least fairly well. I can't do words. Words no good. But yeah, so, and of course, you know, Christmas goes along and you gain weight, so I gained about 10 pounds over Christmas, and I gotta fight to get that back. And then keep going from there, but still, I'm fairly positive, trying to stay positive about it, because I've done it before and I could do it again. It's just, insomnia acts up for me real bad, which is why it is now, I think it's 3:30 in the morning that I'm recording this, instead of yesterday afternoon, which I want to do, which is when I woke up, and then people come home and all that. So yeah, so the insomnia messes up, and I found that I don't like soloing the gym so much. I prefer group activities, especially games, the type of thing you don't realize you're actually losing weight or exercising, like Zumba. That's pretty fun. If anybody's thinking what kind of good cardio can I get that's fun and it kind of makes you forget, oh, I'm exercising, go to Zumba. It's a dance aerobics type of class, is what they used to call it, jazz aerobics, I think. But it's got hip hop mostly now, more contemporary music. They actually have Zumba CDs that you can listen to and play at your house if you don't want to pay for a gym. My gym is pretty cheap, about $40 for like all expenses paid package. So like I could have gone cheaper, done $20, gone twice a week, but it was also 24/7. I wanted to go all the time, and I try to go on my own as often as I can, but motivation is tough. I'm trying to get back into it though. I will, so don't worry about that. I'm trying to space out my update videos, so these are like 45 minutes long and once every couple of months. So I'm going to try to do another update about in the next week or so with a different story, because part of this year, my goals for this year are, number 1, lose weight, number 2, start HRT, like fully, estrogen, all that. Number 3, practice my voice as much as I can, which I have a story about that, but that'll be for another update. And besides, also go to the gym more, and also, most people call it living their truth. I've seen that a lot in the trans community, but for me, I guess I'm old school, just basically presenting feminine. Problem is, I'm 6'1" most days. Some days I'm 6 foot. If I stand up straight, I'm 6'1". And in my shoes, I'm about 6'2", because they got inserts in them or something. So it's kind of hard to present feminine when you're taller than everybody, most men even. And so it's hard to present feminine on that. And also when you're lousy at makeup. But I do get called Miss a lot, mostly because of my hair and because I'm dressing more androgynously now, leaning more towards feminine than I can, and I know some people are like, oh, it doesn't matter what you wear, you're still a girl and all that. It's like, I agree, but I also like cute clothes. That's probably the girliest thing about me, is I do like cute clothes. And of course, my hair, and wanting to be a girl. But other than that, I kind of, I guess, have this lumberjack air about me. But most waiters and waitresses will call me Miss or Ma'am, or late, or call me, if I'm out with my mother and my girlfriend, if you ladies, and I love it. But that's, again, another story for another time. So stay tuned for that, and I will get to it, don't worry. Because I have a couple stories, and again, it's all part of my New Year's resolution, which also includes being me, which is me going out as myself. So far, nothing bad has happened, you know, knock on wood, but hopefully any stories about that come up will be positive, because, you know, people like me, it's hard for us to pass. But doesn't mean we should give up, I don't think. Just because it's hard doesn't mean we shouldn't do it. There's just saying, I think if it was easy, everybody would do it. I don't know how much that applies to my particular situation, but so I'm going to try and hopefully improve myself, especially my voice. You can tell I keep dropping it. Consistency is the hardest part in holding a voice, even if you're not doing a feminine voice. I used to try to do cartoon voices. Cartoon voices heard on the cartoons, you know, like when I was younger, before puberty, I had a nice high voice, which back then I hated because I was supposed to sound like a man. But back then I used to do Kyle Broflovsky very well from the South Park show. From South Park, I don't know why I called it that. I used to do I used to do Kyle, I used to do Meatwan, I used to do Kermit. But it's also one of those, it's like your female voice, it's something you have to practice. But those voices I'm not particularly interested in right now. Maybe when I get better at my female voice, I'll, you know, circle back to that. But yeah. My new camera has apparently a very, very short battery life, so I'm going to cut this off before it turns itself off. And hope you guys have a good new year. Try to stay positive and don't give up, and wish me luck, because I wish you guys luck. If you're in anything, transitioning or not, just good luck, and good night and good luck. Bye guys.